Today we are in Eldon, Missouri at the LOZ Antique Mall. It has been several years since I've been here. The kids used to live in Eldon. My grandson was just really small. He was just a toddler. And I stopped in then. But you know, it didn't hold much. They really didn't have that many booths in there. It was more open space, and it was kind of like they just had decorated the open area with different spaces. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but anyway, it just wasn't that great. Didn't see nothing, that I would have to come back for. But I decided to come in and stop. We were down that direction, my sister and I, and we decided to go ahead and just stop in again. And oh, am I glad we did, because it had changed so much. There were so many booths this time. There wasn't a lot of, there was none of that all open space like it had before. And it was really a pleasure to shop. And you're going to get to enjoy it all with me. This space right here, I really did enjoy shopping. It really held all the things that I truly do love. It had the enamel, it had the white chippy paint, it had just that shabby chic feel, it carried the tin, and it was just really so enjoying. The wired stuff I love. The only thing is it didn't feel like it was full. It didn't feel like it all flowed together. It could have really used, a couple of shelves or just something to make it look more filled in, and it would have been a great space. Check out how cute this is. Isn't this really just adorable? I love the old lampshades when they take the fabric and hang it off like that. I just thought that was just so cute. Look at this vintage cabinet. This was really nice. I didn't look for a price. I don't even know if it was for sale or if it was just a display piece, but boy, was it nice. Now, that there was just a really beautiful lamp. We are at the end of the row kind of here, and I want to show you the row of glass cases. It goes all the way up. I mean, the whole length of the building there. Now, this is the only place that they have those cases at, but man, there's a bunch of them. Check out this bread box here on the floor. It is $200. I cannot believe the price of bread boxes right now. It just blows my mind. I've seen some of them even listed for $300. So that really, to me, is super crazy. I wish I could find a few of them. Because there's money to be made on them right now. And the sad thing is, I had one of those exactly like that. I was either probably my early 20s or mid 20s, and I can remember wanting one of those so bad. And I did finally get one, and I kept it for, several years. But, I probably ended up either giving it away or selling it in a yard sale for a couple of bucks. And boy, I wished I had that thing now, because I would have been sitting on a gold mine. I'm not sure what this big old cabinet with all the cubbies was for. They all had like numbers on them, but this thing was really huge. I thought maybe it had to do with the post office, but it probably would have had letters and not numbers. So I'm not really sure what it was used for, but boy, it was big. Check out all the hen on the nest. There is little ones, big ones, and of course they were priced, like they're pricing them now. It is really funny though how high those hen on the nest are, kind of like the bread boxes. It's just amazing to me how that price goes up and then it'll go back down. Something becomes trendy and then it drops off. Because I can remember the hen on the nest, you could find them at the yard sales, and $10 we thought was high. So, it's just kind of crazy how things work that way, isn't it? This was another fun space and one that had my total attention. It had my white chippy paint. It had all my metal, wired stuff. I really, really love this space. It was probably about 3 booths that they, just made one big one. It was really long, but it was kind of narrow the way they had it set up to get kind of on the other side of the aisle there. To look at everything. And then see the woman in the pink right there? Yeah, she noticed I was filming. She was trying to get out of there so fast. She kind of hit something and almost knocked it over. She grabbed it real quick and set it back up, and she was out of there. I told her, I said, well, now I wouldn't get you. And I did end up clipping just a little bit of her anyway in the video. But it was so funny. She was hightailing it out of there as fast as she could. You can kind of see the handlebars there, but as you go down, check out the old grass cutter or mower. When I was a young girl, my dad had one of those. And I don't know that I ever saw him cut the grass with this, but us kids really played with that thing a lot. And I do know that they started making reproductions of that. And I don't know who would want to try to cut their grass with one of those. It would be a hard job. It would be a long process if you had even a small yard. But yeah, I don't know if they still do make them, but I know they did a few years back. This here was really a nice booth. It had primitives in it. And I don't know if you can see those little dolls right there in the corner. But anyway, my sister, she was trying to point them out to me. And they were the grungy. She knows I love the grungy primitives. But those ended up being what they called bottle dolls, where they used to take like a palm olive or a dishwashing liquid, and they would use that bottle and fill it with sand or something and make it really heavy. And then they would, build the doll on it. And that's what those were. But anyway, they were kind of high. I can't remember what the price was on them. But I do love the grungy primitive dolls. I absolutely love those. Well, our little trip is coming to an end. I think that we have tackled this whole store. And I hope that you found some things that brought back some good memories for you. I know I did today. It was just so much fun. Thanks for tagging along with me. And I wanted to mention my niece, my sister, and I are getting ready to make another thrift trip to St. Louis. Again, where we hit our favorite Goodwills, our favorite Savers, of course, our favorite Missions thrift store. And anyway, hope to have some really fun videos ahead for you, because I always have great items to share when we head there for our thrift trip. And anyway, everybody have a great holiday. I hope that you enjoy your 4th of July. I hope you get to hang out with your favorite family and friends and just have a time to relax. I am so thankful for the freedoms that we have in America. It truly is the best place to live. And with that said, I'll catch you all on the next thrift trip.